what time it is?
What time is it, man?
The beatdown! Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown. I'm your host, Class, this is my co-host,
Mr. J.
And we're back at it again.
And we would just like to remind you, if you enjoy our videos, we would like you to comment down in the section below, or like and subscribe.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get it on. We're going to flip a coin to see who's going first. Let's get you to do it, bro, because mine always winds up getting you in there. All right, here we go.
What do you got?
It says tails. I go first. All right. I'm representing Rick Sanchez.
Oh, I do not like the looks of this giant fight chamber.
Gotta get swifty. All right. I know that was a corny line. But anyways, if you've ever watched Rick and Morty, Rick is a 70-year-old asshole. I'm just going to say that, okay? I'm just going to be real. He doesn't care about his family. He doesn't care about pretty much anyone in his life.
I don't even think Rick cares about Rick. Like,
yeah.
Like, normally you can be like, the only person that person cares about is themselves. It's like, I don't even think Rick cares about Rick.
Yeah, because he knows that he lives in, he has a portal gun that takes him to infinite multi-universes, parallel universes where he sees multiple ones of himself. So he realizes he's got family that will live in every different type of world, so he doesn't care. He realizes, it doesn't mean anything. I'll always find another one of you guys.
Yeah.
So Rick is really not about anything. But he does care about his friends, which is bizarre. Like, he cared about Birdman, and he
cares about Morty.
Yeah, he cares about Morty, surprisingly. Like, there are hints here and there where it shows a conflict, where he's like, you're thinking, Rick doesn't care about Morty at all. He just takes advantage of him, but I digress. Anyways, Rick also is one of the smartest men. It's been talked about in the entire show. He was one of the smartest men in the universe, not in the world, not in the planet, not in just the solar galaxy, in the universe, multi-universes, by the way. Because he has outsmarted a lot of people. Plus, he knows how to invent any weapon in his in his mind. He literally can create anything out of nowhere. He used to be a pickle. He was a pickle, and he took all pieces from rats and roaches and created a machine that would make his arms, and he beat up a whole bunch of robots. Bunch of rats, and even beat up a big rat. And this guy, he's a monster. He's savage. He knows how to invent anything out of nowhere. So now you got the alien from outer space, Zim. Now Zim is a cocky little bastard. He's overwhelmingly thinking he's going to take over the world, which means he thinks he can take on anyone. Okay, yeah. His ego complex is over the top. Even if he's not a super genius, his overconfidence really does get him to places. I won't lie. Like, he's really done some stuff, even though he just talks out of his, But going against Rick Sanchez, I don't know, man. The smartest man in the universe. That's going to be a challenge. Now, Zim's got a lot of things in his tool belt. Obviously, he's got that backpack going for him, so that's going to come in handy. But let's keep in mind, Rick also has a lot of equipment in his tool belt. If somebody grabs him by the throat, there's some kind of nanobites that pushes that person out of it. If he has an arm missing, he has a robotic replacement arm for it. If he uses a blaster like Iron Man out of nowhere, he has a lot of weapons in his possession. Like, he has a ray gun, the portal gun. The portal gun itself would be so beneficial in this fight because all he has to do is open different dimensions, and they'll come out. Anything will come out. A fly, an octopus, a big huge gorilla grabbing you by the hand. Like, anything he does, Zim's gonna be in trouble. Like, holy crap. Even if he's got Gur in his corner, don't get me wrong, Gur is a very handy capable. Even if he's dumb as a bag of dirt, he still has incredible weapons. He's also very fast.
Normal Gur.
Yeah, normal Gur.
It's not mentioned Red Gur. For those of you who know the show, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Red Gur.
Yes, my primal lord.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Red Gur was pretty bad. But if you got the regular Gur right now, he's still very handy. The speed, everything would come in handy in his favor. But I think with Rick Sanchez having all these weapons in his lab coat, on top of being able to create stuff out of thin air, on top of having the portal gun to just open a dimension for something to come out and attack them, I just don't see Zim getting a chance anywhere near Rick Sanchez, even if Rick gave him the chance. Even if he was that close, he still has all these weapons on him that would stop Zim from destroying him. Just so we're clear.
Today I will be sponsoring Zim.
Yes, it is I!
Or, you know, Zim will be in my corner, or I will be in Zim's corner. Whatever you want to say. But, yes, the Invader Zim. That is who I'm going with today. It was a really tough decision. To try to find somebody who was formidable for Rick Sanchez. But I think Zim can do it. I mean, for those of you who know the show, and it even was a comic, or was inspired by a comic.
Well, actually, it was an animated show first created, and then it turned into a comic.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yes. So, the Invader Zim, that is who I'm going with today. As we said before, we kind of went back and forth on who we could use.
Yeah.
And who was formidable for Rick. But I believe Zim can pull it out. I mean, for those of you who know the show and know the spectrum, it's a very dark universe where they come from, and it is messed up. Rick's is pretty messed up too, but there's that normacy there. You know what I mean? Like they try to fit in. Zim's universe, there is no. It is everything is disturbing. Like going down to the McDonald's or their version of the McDonald's is just horrifying.
Yep.
It really makes you look at yourself and question. It's like, I want to eat healthy now.
Yeah, that place feels like Sin City,
It's like a weird, grotesque version of it, though. I mean, yeah, Sin City's pretty bad, but it's like everything in Zim's world is just disturbing. Even his teacher.
There's like a raptor with a snake and something else.
His teacher is like haunting. But anyway, this fight, I see it going, maybe one or two ways. It can be broken down into a one-on-one between Rick and Zim himself. But really, I mean, let's be honest, both characters have a sidekick that, they usually take with them, and they, at some point or another, they need them.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Rick is a badass, and yeah, he's the smartest guy, but every now and then, he does need Morty.
Yeah, he does.
He does. And you guys can say no all you want, but he does. He even needs Morty and Summer. Sometimes Beth helps. And Gary. Is it Gary?
Yeah, it's Gary. Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the show in a while. I like the show, but, we're getting this off track.
Yeah.
Rick occasionally does need help. I'm not saying Zim doesn't, because Zim does. And that's why he has Gur. In that aspect, really what you're going to do is you're going to compare the two. And by two, I mean Morty and Gur. Gee, Rick, I don't know. I don't know about, and yeah, Morty has his moments where he sacks up and he's badass.
Yeah.
But Gur is like he is a robot. Like, he's like a combat robot. He's supposed to be like badass.
That's true.
Like, Gur has so many things in his little body. I can't really say tool belt, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, when Gur is on, and by on I mean like attack mode, like that's when he does the red eye thing. Like, he is just like, patrol the perimeter. Yes. He is like a mini version of the Terminator. And I don't see that fight really ending well for Morty at all.
No.
Especially if Morty's like not prepared and if he's not mad. If Morty's not mad and he's not motivated, then it's over in that aspect. But Rick has an advantage, obviously, in his intelligence. Because, I mean, we've said it before. We've said it at least 3 times in this video.
Yeah.
He's the smartest man in the universe. And Zim is a bit of an idiot. So, Zim is headstrong, he's impatient, and he has that temper, and he's extremely arrogant. And, like I said, he's an idiot. So Zim is going to have to rely on his gadgets. he's going to have to pull every one of them out and throw everything he has at Rick and hope it's enough. The backpack, you know, it is kind of like really his main mode of transportation. That's a little backpack he has with little metal spider legs.
Yeah.
The problem is it's symbiotic, so the backpack, I guess, doesn't function without Zim, and without it, I guess Zim is
Not very. He's weak without the
He's
backpack,
weak.
pretty much.
Does it kill him?
I'm not really sure if it's fatal. I mean, there's always a misinterpretation. It's either fatal or it's not fatal. So I'm not going to say it's fatal if it just weakens him if he doesn't have the backpack, because the backpack finds another hook.
Either way, it's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Obviously, Zim is going to need to keep it on him, you know, to keep it away, you know, to keep himself away from Rick. In a just straight up one-on-one, up close and personal, I think Rick would win the fist fight. I think he'd win the fist fight. Yeah, like I said, Zim is going to have to throw all of his gadgets, all of his ray guns, and everything that he has in his evil little mind, he's just going to have to throw it at Rick.
Little man. Sure. Why not?
I mean, I will include...
Take the portal gun away,
yeah,
obviously.
That's because I will include this little thing, though, that Rick has fought, you know, Phoenix person. And it was like a laser blast that he fought, and there was those wings, and Rick didn't really do very well in that fight. If Zim uses a blaster, that could kind of do fatal to Rick. I'm just adding that to the mix because...
I mean, you know, Rick is flesh and bone, and he is smart, but I mean, still.
All those organs and everything, those are his, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, if he dies, he dies. This is a knockout game, so all it takes is that blast to kind of affect Rick in that situation, I think.
It's funny, though, because, I mean, are we going to talk about the hypothetical, I guess? Well, I mean, the whole thing is hypothetical.
Yeah.
The backup plan.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick has a backup plan. I mean, we've seen it in the show. Even when he dies, he still has, like he had that little chamber.
Oh, yeah, where he becomes...
Where he, like, reresurrected himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he destroyed the whole thing at the end.
Yeah. No,
I know he's got more backup plans.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing I will add to that is that this is a knockout competition, so even if he got resurrected, he still lost in that situation.
All right.
If he gets blown up by that blast.
Only
if Zim gets to him, though.
But if Zim's going to have to be in his spaceship and just shoot him.
Yeah, because,
In that, I do believe Zim has the advantage. Just because I do believe his spaceship is a little bit more advanced and just a little bit better than Rick's. I mean,
Yeah, I think Rick's spaceship could outrun that machine.
He invented it, and that's all cool. But I still think Zim has a better ship.
Yeah, I think it was invented by more alien advanced technology, so even if Rick invented his thing, it's fast.
Even if the Urkins, abandon him.
Yeah, they still gave him a modernly well-adjusted space equipment to get him to go to a place, plus to be able to conquer the planet. So, and it can build its own house and stuff. So there's a lot to go on that. But I don't want to just say I'm trying to go on favor for Zim because it's starting to seem that way. But I'm gonna say this with Rick again. I already mentioned there's already so many solid points I could have gone with the equipment that he has already on him, the portal gun be able to open up access to different types of worlds. So I don't really need to make too overwhelming of an argument on that case. But with Zim, you do have to make some points. He's an alien. He's got those things. Obviously, people are going to make the argument, he could rip it off or blast them off. But then you got to start thinking about the other stuff, like, he does have a blaster and stuff. So I have to kind of get involved sometimes and say something about it. Otherwise, I don't feel like we're playing it fair.
Zim definitely has a lot of blasters that he's going to have to bring out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I think we already made our solid point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, in the long and short of it, Zim, he's going to have to throw everything he has, all of his blasters, all of his gadgets. Gurr is going to have to be in attack mode and ready. And yeah, he's gonna have to bring the house down.
And I already said pretty much with Rick, there's the portal gun, open access to other worlds. He's got a lot of weapons already in handy. He can invent things out of thin air, so he's pretty much kind of a very formidable foe to go against. So I think he might have Zim's number on that list. But we'll leave it up to you guys to decide, because that's what you guys are here for.
Yep.
And if you guys like this episode, you know what you could do. All right? Catch you guys later, right? Peace.